Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome for the very first time if this is your first video. My name is Rita and today we're gonna be talking about my very favorite lipstick collection and one of my very favorite brands in makeup as a whole. So we're gonna be talking about Lissa's brand new lipsticks. This time around I only picked up 3 of them. So usually in the past I was getting almost all of the lipsticks she was releasing whenever she was doing 3, 5 at a time. The very first time that I didn't pick up all of them I think was last release, but other than that I have almost all of her lipsticks in my collection, which is kind of like my pride and joy. So this time around I picked 2 of the Luxuriously Lucent, which is basically her satin formula, and then only one on what I would think is my favorite formula from her line, which is the Insanely Saturated. So before we get into the video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. Just go ahead and hit this little red button that says subscribe, and be sure to also hit the little bell so you get notified every time that I post. For the Insanely Saturated, she only released 3 new shades, and she came back with her 2 previous ones, which I do already own, which are Rainbow Spill and Skyscraper Rose. So currently now I have 3 out of the 5 Insanely Saturated. The other 2 she came out with are Strawberry Shock and New Wave, which I was also considering getting, but I feel like it wouldn't be a lipstick that I would use as much anymore. It's a more purpley, very intense, beautiful lip. Remus is crying down there. So anyway, I went for Sunday Matinee, which is what I have on my lips, and there's Remus. I just wanted a more everyday lip, and this is definitely one that did not disappoint. For the Insanely Saturated, she came out with 3 new shades, and she did re-release or restock the 2 original shades in this formula, which I actually do have both of them. So Skyscraper Rose and Rainbow Spill. Definitely statement lipsticks, very bright, very beautiful, and of course very saturated, very pigmented. I do have them, so I'm thinking about doing kind of like a swatching comparison or talking about both of the formulas in all of the shades that I have, which at this point I have most of the Insanely Saturated and most of the, well, not most, but a lot of the satin one, which is the Luxuriously Lucent. So anyway, enough with the chit chat, let's go ahead and get into swatching. We do have 3 of them to swatch. We'll do first the lips and then I'll show you an arm swatch. Let's go ahead and jump right in. We're super zoomed in, so let's get into swatching. Like I was mentioning earlier, I did get 2 of the Luxuriously Lucent, which is kind of like the more, not glossy, but like more satiny kind of finish, and then 1 of the Insanely Saturated. So for ease of application, I'm going to start with the Luxuriously Lucent and then we'll go with Insanely Saturated. This time around, I only got 3 lipsticks. So we're going to start with the lighter one of the Luxuriously Lucent, which would be the Je ne sais quoi. If that was the worst French in the world, please don't kill me. I did take French for like 2.5 years, almost 3 years in high school, and ask me what do I remember, probably counting 1 to 10, and that's exaggerating. So anyway, we have here Je ne sais quoi, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I definitely thought it was going to be a little bit lighter when I saw it on the website, but I was pleasantly surprised when I saw it in person. I haven't swatched any of this, not even in my arm. You can probably tell they are brand new. So we're going to be doing a swatching first on my lips. I feel like that's always more exciting, and if you see me reaching here, it's because I have a table to put the stuff. So anyway, on my lips, I only had a little bit of Burt's Bees, so I'm gonna kind of like try to remove it again to my table. I probably should have brought that table closer. And I'm going to remove whatever bit of lip balm I had to make sure that we're starting on a very clean base. So let's go ahead and swatch on the lips. So here we have Je ne sais quoi on my lips. It is definitely much brighter than I was picturing from the actual website. So here you have the website. It looks more of like a lighter peach or like a lighter coral. I was expecting this to be a bit more corally or like more orangey on my lips, and I feel like it's definitely pulling more pink coral, if that makes sense. It is beautiful, don't get me wrong, I really love it, and the website describes it as a warm, creamy coral. Its summery magic lies in the duality of its vibrancy and subtlety. So I don't think that on me it looks very subtle. I feel like it's definitely more on the coral vibrant side, but I guess at the same time it's also very wearable, so I guess I could say that it's a little bit subtle in that way. I don't know, I feel like the name definitely goes with this lipstick. Like, I just don't know, it just looks absolutely stunning, and it's a good, I feel like it's a good like a good mix of a bright lip with a more everyday lip. But I definitely wouldn't call this subtle by any means, especially if you are around my complexion or even lighter. I feel like this would still be a pretty bright lip. Speaking of the formula, it's going to be super comfortable. You saw the lipstick just glides very comfortable on the lips. I removed all of the lip balm, so I had like basically dry lips, and it just glided really nicely. It feels very nice on the lips. I can definitely feel like I have a lipstick on. It's not like it's lightweight by any means. It's just like a regular lipstick, but it has pigment, a lot of pigment like you just saw, but it's also very comfy to apply and to wear. As how long it applies, I do have a lot of her lipsticks, you can probably tell. Like I was mentioning earlier in the video, I am at home with my parents, so I brought all of my luxuriously lucent lipsticks with me and my insanely saturated to do a comparison with you for you that I'm going to be filming sometime soon, probably like in 2 videos more after this one. But yeah, anyway, here is Je ne sais quoi. Now let's move on with my second luxuriously lucent, and this one is in the shade Wonder Wheel. So I wanted to get at least one of them to be a bright, more I guess statement lipstick, so I feel like this is definitely gonna be that. So let's go ahead and apply. So here we have a Wonder Wheel, and it's described as a deliciously juicy popsicle pink shade. I feel like she definitely nailed it in that description, and especially with the name Wonder Wheel, I feel like this is very reminiscent of going to the fair and getting some popsicles. It is a beautiful red pink. I really love it. It's also described as a vibrant reddish pink. So yeah, definitely what the name describes. I really like it. Is this going to be like the most, I guess, distinguishable lipstick? I don't think so. I feel like if I look pretty close in my collection, I feel like I could find something similar, which at the same time makes me a little bit not upset or sad, but I wish I had picked another lipstick over this one. Now that I see it on my lips, I feel like there is probably even more than one lipstick that I could find in my collection and would be pretty similar to it. I'm happy I got it. I have a deep love and appreciation for Lisa Eldridge and her lipsticks, especially her makeup in general, but her lipsticks are something that I get extremely excited and happy to purchase as soon as they are released. So is this going to be super different in my collection? I don't think so, and I think I can definitely dupe it or find something very similar. Especially I have a lot of more reddish pink lipsticks in my collection, so it's not gonna be the most special, but I feel like it's definitely a must for the summer. I feel like it's going to be that lipstick that you're gonna grab over all of the others whenever you're trying to get a statement lip, but also be very comfortable and very easy to wear. Anyway, here is Wonder Wheel. For the last one, we have the one and only insanely saturated lipstick I got. This is definitely more of the kind of shades that I've been gravitating more towards, like a more medium pink, more like everyday lipsticks. Very rarely I've been using like more brighter, more statement red lips. That's why, if you noticed, I didn't get any red lipstick, which kind of hurts my soul a little bit that I didn't. But I have her very best reds, which were the 3 original and a couple more that I'm very happy with. So anyway, for this formula, I wanted an everyday lip that I could just grab for whenever I don't really know what to wear, and I know that a pink is definitely something that I always love. So let's go ahead and try it on the lips. And this is again Sunday Matinee. Formula is super buttery soft. Look at that. And look at all the pigment that it deposits. So just one swipe. Now I'm regretting not getting more of these lipsticks. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. This was my favorite out of the three. So Sunday Matinee is described as a soft, pouty, medium pink with a hint of warmth. I am going to be using this lipstick every single day. It is such a stunning lipstick. And aside from the shade, it is definitely a formula that I did not remember loving as much as I just applied. I think because the other two that I have from this formula are more brighter, and like I was mentioning, I haven't grabbed a bright lip in a long time. I feel like these kind of pinks have been my go-to. I feel like they're so easy to apply, so easy to go with everything, so easy to just rock on your everyday, or you know, with a more any kind of eye look, any kind of makeup look that you're going for. I feel like this kind of pink is going to be the cherry on the top. So anyway, here is Sunday Matinee on the lips. I definitely wish she came out with a more kind of like everyday colors in this formula, because it is gorgeous, gorgeous formula. It has a ton of pigment. I mean, literally with just one swipe, you get this full pigment, and the formula is super, super creamy. Like, I can just, you know, my lips just feel super, super comfortable. It's not at all like drying, although it has that very, very intense full pigmentation. I feel like you get this kind of pigment with more matte lipsticks, so definitely a winner. I feel like I love my True Velvet, but now that I have this one on and in this color, I think I want to say that this is going to be my favorite formula from her line, and probably one of my top 2 favorite lipsticks from her line. I don't know. I'm gonna have to check because I have a lot of them. Let's go ahead and swatch in the arm. I took off my watch so I could just swatch more comfortably. The first one is going to be Je ne sais quoi, and look at that. So, so pretty. This is also definitely a stunner, I'm not gonna lie. It's very, very pretty, and it's going to be my go-to for when I want a more brighter lip, even though it's not like super bright, which I love, because again, I am not like super into extremely bright lipsticks. And then we got Wonder Wheel. Now let's go ahead and swatch Wonder Wheel right underneath. You can see how soft that is. It is definitely a stunning formula as well, but I still think that this is my favorite. So here we've got Je ne sais quoi, and then Wonder Wheel. And then lastly, let's go for the insanely saturated with Sunday Matinee. Lisa, please, pretty please, bring more lipsticks in this formula that are more like everyday, easy to wear, because I am not going to be removing this lipstick in a very long time. So let's go ahead and swatch Sunday Matinee. So here we have the 3 of them. On the very top we've got Je ne sais quoi, which is the more corally pink. Then we have Wonder Wheel, which is the more reddish pink. Here on the swatch, it definitely just looks more pink, honestly. But on the lips you saw on me, I feel like it looks more vibrant red pink. And then lastly, we've got Sunday Matinee, which is what I have on my lips. The 3 of them, very, very stunning. If I could go back in time, I would have probably just skipped Wonder Wheel and then got maybe like a different, like purchased a different one instead of that one. I still love it and I'm gonna use it. But the 3 of them, and you can see that very top 2 are definitely more shiny. They are going to be basically her satin formula. So they have a lot of shine right here whenever I'm like moving my arm and the light catches on these 2. Very, very shiny. And then on Sunday Matinee, no light at all. So this is going to basically look like a matte lip, but I feel like I'm wearing like a lip balm. It is very soft, it is super buttery, very creamy. Of course I can feel like I have a lipstick, but whenever you apply it, it just went on super, super buttery soft. Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments down below if you picked any of these lipsticks, what are your thoughts? Which one would you recommend if you have different ones than I picked? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!